Hello, Yoga with Christy family. Welcome back. We've got a 30-minute flow plan. So go ahead and meet me on your mat. Bring the soles of your feet together for Supta Baddha Konasana. One hand on your belly, one hand on your heart. Allow your eyes to close down, and we'll just take a few slow, deep inhales and exhales here to scan the body. Notice if there's resistance, either physically or emotionally. And you don't need to do anything about it. Just feel what's here. Notice. And on your next inhale, reach both arms overhead, reach your feet forward, and then moving over towards the left side, grab a hold of your left wrist with your right hand, and then walk over with your feet towards the right side of your mat. Big stretch. And we'll go right to the second side, opposite wrist. Feet reach over towards the left side. Feel the stretch in your right side body. Come back through center, draw both knees into your chest. Give yourself such a squeeze. Acknowledge your incredible, beautiful, miraculous body. And then wrap your forearms underneath your hamstrings. And then go ahead and give your wrists a little shake, a little roll to one side and then the other. And same with your ankles. And then slide your hands behind your knees. You're going to start to rock and roll 2 or 3 times. Cross your ankles, plant your hands, and meet me in downward facing dog. Paddle out your dog, taking a deep bend into your left knee, sending the right heel down towards the mat, and then switching sides. Come to neutral, send the hips high to the sky. Let those heels sink low down towards the mat. Inhale that right leg high to the sky. And then bringing the knee towards your nose, step that foot between your hands. Let the left knee come down as you sweep your arms up. Biceps by ears, hook thumbs. Inhale, fan out the fingers and reach long. Exhale, frame your right foot. And then straighten out the right leg for a runner's lunge. Just being gentle, no forcing or pushing, guiding your heart towards your nose. Take a long inhale. And then exhale, come forward, curl your back toes, easy twist over that right knee. So right arm to the sky. Really feel your fingers reaching. Hands to the mat, step it back, high plank pose. Pause in your high plank, inhale. Press the ground away from you, exhale out. Really good, inhale. Stay and breathe out, you've got this. Feeling length through your body, belly in towards spine. Everything's contained towards the midline. Eyes are soft and steady. And your neck is in line with your spine. Drop your knees down, bring your chest and then your chin to the mat. Untuck your toes, reach both arms back behind you, locust pose. Roll the tips of the shoulders back behind you, squeeze your triceps towards one another and zip up the inner line of your legs. Generous inhales. And just stay. Full exhale. Good. Bring your palms by your low ribs. Press through bent knees. And come into a cat-cow. Dropping the belly on the inhale, look up. And then tucking the tailbone, rounding the spine as you exhale. Do that 2 more times. Inhale, broad collarbones, broad sits bones. And then exhale, exaggerating the movement, feeling the spine opening up. Beautiful. Come to a neutral spine, tuck the toes. And then just hover the knees 2 or 3 inches off the mat. If you need to, look to your belly button, make sure it's drawing up towards the spine, and then reset neck in line with your spine, reaching long towards the front of the room as your tailbone reaches back. I know the intensity is starting to build, and you can do this. Just stay. Take it breath by breath. Exhale, lift those hips. Well done, you. Sink the heels towards the earth as you press your hands forward and down. On your next breath in, lift that left leg high to the sky. And then draw the knee towards your nose and step that left foot between your hands. Right knee kisses the earth as you sweep your biceps up towards the ceiling. Hook your thumbs the non-dominant way. Breathe into your heart space. Lift and lengthen. And then sweep your hands to frame your left foot, straighten out that left leg, curl the toes towards your face, and then just gently soften and surrender over that left leg. Acknowledge the effort that it took to get you here today. Be soft with your body. Inhale forward. Exhale, take your twist. Feeling the twist right above your belly button. So you don't want to drop that right hip down. Really charge through that back right leg. Exhale, frame the left foot. Step it back. High plank pose again. We've been here before. Spin the inner thighs towards the ceiling. Bend the elbows halfway. And then come all the way down onto your belly. Beautiful. You're going to move your fingertips a little farther out and a little farther forward. Then inhale, cobra. Exhale, drop your right shoulder towards the center of your mat as you look left. Opening through the shoulder. Inhale through center and take it to the second side. Breathing softly, anchored through the feet. Inhale, center. Exhale, come down. As you do, bring your hands by your low ribs. Push up through bent knees. Right back into a child's pose. Let your forehead rest down. Send your hips towards your heels. Walk your left fingertips over towards the right. Breathe into your left side body. And come back over towards the left as you really fill up and expand the right ribs with your breath. Come through center. Inhale through table. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful work, you guys. Really nicely done. On your next inhale, lift the heels, bend your knees, step or hop up to the top of your mat. When you get there, halfway lift, long spine. Exhale, release your head, and then root through the feet to rise up, extended mountain. Exhale, bring your palms together through heart center and release them by your sides. Here we go. Inhale, reach up, new fresh inhale, and then pour out every last bit of that air as you fold. Halfway lift is a new inhale breath. Exhale, release. So we're matching movement to breath. Inhale, lift and lengthen, extended mountain. Empty it all out as you bow over the legs. Half lift, feel the side body get long. Exhale, fold it into the legs. Again, up we go, extended mountain. Can you press down more to get taller? Maybe go back. Exhale, empty everything out. Half lift, send the crown of your head forward, and then press into your hands and take a giant step back to high plank. Option to drop your knees, low push-up pose. Back up into high, and then exhale, lower. Back up into high, and then this time we'll move through upward facing dog and back to downward facing dog. Beautiful. Feel your energy start to shift. These sun salutations are incredible for getting into every little facet, every muscle. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, spring load the feet and come forward. Half lift. Exhale, release it. Rising up to extended mountain. We've been here before. How tall can you get? Exhale, forward fold. Come into the repetition of the movements. Half lift. High plank to low push-up. Upward facing dog. Lift the thighs off the mat. Press the feet down. Downward facing dog. Lift those hips nice and high. Set your eyes. Let your breath come back to a more rhythmic, slower pace. And then inhale, lift those heels high. Bend the knees low, look to where you want to land, and take a little leap. Landing at the top of your mat. When you do, half lift with an inhale breath, fold and empty. Good. Rise and shine, reaching up, looking up, following your hands with your gaze. Now we'll sit into chair pose. Your weight will come back into your heels. Let your tailbone tuck down. Reaching the arms forward and come up onto your tippy toes. Squeezing the legs. A little shaking is normal. You've got this. Can you drop those hips a tiny bit lower? Use the strength of your legs, the strength of your core, the strength of your conviction, your commitment to growth, to your practice. Keep breathing. Exhale, drop the heels, fold forward, Uttanasana. Half lift, draw the tips of your shoulder blades together, Chaturanga, step or shoot it back, upward facing dog, downward facing dog, empty. Beautiful work. Step that right foot forward right away. Inhale, warrior one. Reach biceps up, pull the right belly back to square off the hip, left shoulder forward. Exhale, sweep the arms behind you for an arrowhead. Hinge the torso forward. We're going to flow like that. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, palms face down. Inhale, lift. Really press through that back left foot. Exhale, sweep it back. This time, interlace both hands behind your back and take humble warrior. Just drop the right shoulder on the inside of that right knee. Keep hugging the outer right hip towards the midline of your body as you press the left foot down. Beautiful. Soften the face. And on your next breath in, you'll come all the way back up through warrior one. Open here to warrior two. Sit a little bit lower, press the feet down, draw the pelvic floor up. Keep your eyes steady and soft. And just feel what's happening right here. Press down with both feet to reach up, inhale. Exhale, sit a little lower. Again, inhale, lift. Exhale, bend deep into your warrior. Inhale, you lift. This time, pivot that right foot towards the left side of your mat. Bring your palms onto your hips. Squeeze the elbows, open the heart, maybe look to the sky, and then hinge your body forward into a wide-legged forward fold, letting your head come down. And give your little head a little shake, yes. Give your head a little shake, no. And then sweep that right arm up to the sky, inhale. Exhale, thread it underneath your left armpit, reaching for the left ankle. You can bring your left hand to your sacrum or sweep that hand all the way up to the sky. Lean a little bit more forward, really press into the feet. Feel the rinse and tone. Exhale, come down, reset. Inhale, half lift. This time, left hand lifts. Sweep it underneath the right armpit, reaching for the right ankle. And then right hand lifts. Gaze can be down or up. Notice what feels good. Feeling the twist, the tone, the rinse. Bring both hands on your next breath out back to the mat. Inhale to a half lift. And then you're going to walk your hands up to your right foot. Step your left foot halfway up your mat. Then half lift, draw the belly away from the floor. Pyramid pose, melt. So you want your feet about hip width apart here. And keep lifting the right belly back. On your next breath in, I want you to sweep that left foot to the sky. Lengthen your spine. You can have fingertips underneath your shoulders. And then very slowly with control, come into your airplane pose. Beautiful. These balancing poses are tricky. The magic is really to press down into your supporting foot. Bring your palms to heart center. Half moon. Right fingertips come down to a block or the floor. Left fingertips sweep to the sky. The magic in this pose is that lifted left leg. Can you lift it a little bit higher? Really engage. Maybe you take those right fingertips right off the floor. So you're balancing. Exhale, fold it. Bring both feet together. And then sweep that right foot behind. Step it beside the outside of the left pinky. And then walk your fingers over towards the left side of your mat. Come back through center. Place your feet side by side. Hook both thumbs and forefingers around your big toes. Take a half lift and a fold. You are doing so well. Notice the little moments of rest that are built into the practice. Learn to engage in those rests. Release the hands, half lift. Exhale, chaturanga, or don't. Up dog if you're taking it. Otherwise, we'll meet in downward facing dog. Ha. Step that left foot forward. Warrior one. Pivot the right foot flat on the mat. Inhale, reach both arms up by your biceps, or by your ears. Sweep the arms behind you. Arrowhead. Inhale, lifting long. Stay low in the left lunge. Exhale, how long can you make your body from crown to right heel? Inhale, up. Exhale, sweep it back. This time, interlace your fingers the non-dominant way. Open your heart. Exhale, fold it over. Placing the left shoulder on the inside of that left knee. Really pressing through the feet, feeling that energy ricochet up through the strength of your legs. And then allowing for there to be some softness through your upper body. Inhale back to your warrior one. Exhale, sit into your warrior two. Notice the sensation building in your legs. That's perfect. Allow yourself to feel that. Listen to your body. And on your next breath in, straighten out both legs. As you straighten out both arms, look up. Exhale like you're swimming through air, press down. Again, inhale, reach up. Exhale, press down. Inhale, up you go. Straighten both arms, both legs. Exhale, back to warrior two. Now interlace your hands behind you as you pivot both feet over towards the right side. And fold, wide-legged forward fold. You can use a strap or a towel or a sweater. You can stay right here as you are, or if you have a headstand practice and would like to go upside down, come into a tripod or classical headstand. Stay for 3 breaths in and out. Breathe into your body and out. Last breath in. Exhale, land the feet. Pivot your feet to the front of your mat. Step that right foot halfway in. Take a big inhale and a slow exhale. Pyramid pose, drawing the left belly back in space. And then walk those fingertips a little bit more forward and reach that right leg, to the sky. Find length through your torso. Anchor through that left foot as you press into your airplane pose. Let there be a little up dog, a little opening through the chest as you drive that right leg high. Let the leg lift from the inner thigh. Bring the palms together at your heart center. Half moon, let those left fingertips touch down to a block or the floor. Reach the right fingertips up. Really broaden across the collarbones. You're opening through the hip. Maybe get a little playful and pick up those left fingertips right up off the mat. Exhale, release. Beautiful work. You're going to step that left foot to the outside edge of that right foot and then bow, folding over towards the right side of your body. Take a little counter twist, walking your fingertips over towards the left and back through center. Really nice, really, really nice. Let's take gorilla. Slide your hands right underneath your feet. You are doing so well. Let your head go. Again, another moment of rest. Sometimes our practice calls for us to bring energy, to stay in the moment. Other times it offers us rest, softness, stillness. Come back through center. Take a half lift. Exhale, deep forward fold. Sweep your arms to the sky. Extended mountain pose. Bring your hands through heart center. Start to heel toe your feet out towards the edges of your mat for Malasana, goddess squat. Let the tailbone drop down. Knees are on the outside of your elbows. Each is pressing into the other. You can stay right here in your goddess squat or set up for an arm balance. Set up for crow pose where we go upside down. You're going to bring your knees to the outside of your arms. Bring the inner line of your feet together. And then maybe lift one foot, maybe lift both. Look forward. And then gently release. Well done. If you didn't get it today, don't worry. It comes with practice. Come back into a forward fold. Your knees can be as bent as you need them to be. And then gently take a half lift. Big fill of new energy, new oxygen. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Open your heart. Downward facing dog. Lift those hips up and back. Nice. Lift that right leg to the sky. Inhale. Bring the knee to your nose. Exhale. Do that again. Sweep it up. Find space and freedom. Exhale. Can you touch it to the outside of your right arm? Inhale, lift. Exhale. Drive that knee across your body. Crisscross left tricep. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Step it forward. Warrior one. Up you rise on your breath in. Exhale, sit low into your warrior two. Then straighten out your right leg as you reverse your warrior. And then hinging forward, triangle pose. Reach the right arm forward, forward, forward. And down, left arm to the sky. Beautiful. Your feet are grounding here. There's water behind your joints. See if you can feel that right side body just as long as your left side body. Exhale, frame your right foot. Pivot onto the toes of your left foot. Take an easy twist. Sweep that right arm to the sky. Spin the left thigh up to the ceiling so it's engaged. Then plant firmly into the left hand. Can you gently, gracefully step it to high plank, spinning onto the outer edge of that left foot. Reaching the right arm high. Bringing the right pelvis in line with your right armpit. Option for wild thing here. Stepping that top right foot behind you. Opening through the pelvis, opening through the heart. You're doing so well. Slowly, with control, look to your left thumb. Move through high plank. And then press it back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Nice. Lift the left leg high to the sky. Bring the knee to your left tricep. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Can you touch knee to nose? Inhale, space. Exhale, crisscross right tricep, left knee. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Now step it forward. Come into your warrior one. Root through the feet to rise up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, you stretch way back so far that you straighten out the left knee. And then hinging forward, forward, forward into Trikonasana. Bring the tips of the shoulder blades together. Allow the shoulders to come away from the ears. And just stay and breathe. Notice if there's any kind of dialogue coming up. Any inner commentary. Exhale, frame that left foot. Spin onto the tippy toes of your right foot. Sweep the left arm up. Easy twist. Keep hugging the outer left hip towards the midline of your body as you peel the left shoulder open in space. Good. And then you're going to plant that right hand firmly. See if you can step it gracefully into your high plank. I want you to really press the ground away in this pose. And then see if you can lift that left leg into space. If not, no worries. You can stay exactly as you are. Maybe you step that left foot behind the right knee for wild thing. Really pressing the left foot into the mat to lift the pelvis, lift the heart, supporting the back of the head with the hand. And then exhale through high plank. Downward facing dog. Child's pose. Knees are wide, so you create a little bit of space between your knees for your belly. Notice how it lifts and swells. Sending the left arm underneath your right armpit, bringing your left ear to the mat, stretching out the top of that shoulder. Exhale, switch sides. Press the back of the arm into the floor and create a little tugging back action to really stretch out that shoulder. Inhale, come back through center. And come all the way forward onto your belly. Sweep the arms back behind you, and on an inhale breath, lift up. Squeeze the tips of the shoulder blades. Reach the feet a little bit higher. Can you find a little bit more length? Keep sending your gaze down the bridge of your nose. Keep reaching the toes back in space. Exhale, release that. Wiggle out your bum, release the hips. Bring your right ear to the mat. Feel the whole weight of your body supported. And then you'll come back through center. This time, bound locust, interlace the fingers, really zip up the inner line of the legs, really strengthening through the back line of your body. Core is engaged, inhaling for length. Exhale, bring the left ear now down to the mat. Release onto the floor. Let your bum wiggle side to side. And then we'll finish this sequence with floor bow, bending the knees, reaching for the tops of the feet. Inhale, kick back. Keep kicking the feet into the hands. Keep opening through the front line of the body. Zip up the legs. Can you lift a tiny bit higher? Kick, 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 kick. Exhale, release. I am so proud of you. Those are intense poses. Let your knees windshield wiper back and forth. Come onto your forearms here. And set up for Sphinx pose. Press the tops of the feet down as you pull your heart forward. Press into the palm of the right hand and just sweep that left hand underneath the armpit as you reach the right knee towards your right arm. And then you'll spin open, reaching the right shoulder to the floor. Maybe catching your left knee with your left hand. So we're just in a supine twist here, but we're using a little bit more gravity. Allow your right shoulder to soften, and we'll come through and take it to the second side. So back to Sphinx pose, press into the left hand. Sweep the right arm underneath as you slide the left knee towards your right arm. Opening and gazing over that left shoulder. Big inhale. And stay for a full breath out. Inhaling. Just allow yourself to kind of wiggle back onto your mat. Come onto your back. Beautiful work. Okay, we're going to set up for bridge pose. Press into your feet. Your hands can reach for the outer edge of your mat, or maybe you want to interlace your hands underneath you. Press into the floor with your feet, your arms. Zip up the inner line of your legs. Really press the inner line of your feet down. And then option to reach that right leg up towards the ceiling, like you're stomping on the ceiling. Keep sending energy through that heel. Good work. Can you take it to the second side? Drawing the left knee into your chest and then reaching the heel towards the ceiling, pressing down firmly through the right foot so that the hips don't dip. Come on back. That was so well done. Gently peel your spine back down to the mat and take a little windshield wiper back and forth with your knees, releasing the back. Amazing. Happy baby. Reach for the outer edges of both feet as you draw the knees down towards your armpits. Rock side to side. And take a few moments to acknowledge your practice, however it showed up today. These poses, these asana that we do, they push us a bit beyond our comfort zone. And they challenge us physically. And they're designed that way, on purpose. Gently release your feet down to the mat. You'll cross your right ankle over your left knee for thread the needle, reaching through, allowing the head to rest down, allowing the eyes to close. The poses ask that we pay attention. They set us off balance. They create strong sensation in our muscles. And we need to show up a little bit more present, a little bit more aware. Release this side. Thread the needle to the other side. And we as humans, we can get caught up in the movement of the asana, the strength, the physicality of it, the goals, that we forget really what the asana are trying to teach us. To find a little bit more stillness, to quiet the mind, create a little bit of space to listen to our inner knowing, that soft, subtle part of us that knows exactly what we need. Gently release this side. Let your eyes be soft or closed. Just feel your body for a moment. And when you're ready, you'll bring your knees into your chest. Grab the backs of your thighs. Let's rock and roll up into a seated position. Extend both legs forward. Release the flesh from underneath your sits bones. Paschimottanasana. Inhale for length. Exhale, folding over the legs, reaching for your knees, your ankles, the bottoms of your feet. Notice if it feels good to round out your spine or keep it long. And then you'll slowly come up to sit. Make your way onto your back, and we'll move right into an inversion. Your inversion can look like mine. This is shoulder stand with ankles, knees, and hips all in alignment, or you can just bring both feet up into the air. You can place your hips on a block if you have one, or a towel. If you're taking shoulder stand, in your own time, make your way through plow pose, reaching your toes to the floor behind you. Keeping the neck neutral. And then really slowly, with as much control as you can muster, make your way onto your back. Give yourself a huge squeeze. Extend your right leg long, extend your left leg long. Separate your teeth. And let the pelvis release. See if you can make yourself 10% more comfortable as you lay here in your Shavasana. This is your space here to listen. Come back to that inner knowing. That part of you that knows exactly what you need. Exactly what to do next. We move our body in this form of meditation in order to get still. We move our body to open up, to soften, so that we can see what we need to do next, what the next best right thing is for us. Gently start to wiggle fingers, wiggle toes. Inhale, reaching arms behind you, reaching toes forward. And then exhale, roll to one side, letting your head rest on your arm like a pillow, keeping your eyes soft or closed. We'll press ourselves up into a seated position. Palms to heart center. Acknowledge yourself. Acknowledge your commitment. Lift your palms. Touch your thumbs to your forehead center, your third eye. Namaste. Thank you for sharing your practice with me today. I am so honored. Have a wonderful day.